Hello, how are you all doing? Quick check-in today. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. But this is just a quick check-in because I know there wasn't a stream last week. We launched the latest update. I know there's been a few points of feedback, but I think generally it's been well received. So this is just a quick check-in, and I'm going to tackle a bug that's been plaguing the update, I believe, or at least I'm going to have a look at a bug, see if we can recreate it during this stream. But I'm also going to chat about what's been going on in the week and a half since. We also have a chat about lockdown and how things are going. So yeah, first of all, before I get into anything, I'm just going to jump right in with taking a look at this bug. Okay, so from what I can tell, what I've been told, there's a bug where a lot of the Ubers in free play are spawning and despawning pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a test level, and then, well, I'm not going to set up a test level. I'm going to set up a test. Then I'm going to build some button presses that will spawn Ubers, and we'll see what happens. Hi, the Crazed Scientist. Good to have you back with us. So yeah, I'm gonna try and stream more next week and try be a bit better at it. Times are a bit funny at the moment because I haven't got to tell you that everyone's like half the globe's in lockdown. But so my usual babysitting situation with my daughter is out the window. My wife's a teacher, so she's at home. However, she's still got to do work, so it's all a bit here and there. We're just kind of rolling with the punches. And also, my daughter needs her exercise out in the back garden. So there's certain times of day when the sun's out, I try and take her out. So it doesn't matter what the setup is here because I'm gonna cheat it anyway. But apparently Ubers are spawning and despawning instantly. Okay, so whilst that's loading, let's have a quick chat about some of the stuff that's happened this week. Okay, so there was a bit of an administrative backlog that needed dealing with, because in the run up to releasing the last update and all the beta testing and that, we didn't we let certain other things about being a company slide, so we've kind of had to catch back up with that stuff. Additionally, there's been a lot of work going into research this week. So I don't know if anyone saw Liam's tweet, but he ordered himself a nice big fire ant book to work through because he's doing research into. I think he's now decided on the creatures he wants. Because Liam does the research for the new zones. So he's been deciding on the creatures, the locations, and he's actually researched the next update and the final update. So I'll talk about that. So up till now, well, we released the.
The Queen has raised her first brood.
Right, hang on. Okay, that's good. That's set up. Just load that level. So with the leaf cutter update, we worked on it in a bubble and then released it in a bubble. What we're going to do now to kind of be more efficient is we're going to work on the next 2 updates simultaneously. We'll still release them separately, but there won't be as long a gap between them. But as a result, there'll be a longer gap before the next release. So I think you're right, Robo Boy. Good to have you back with us. I think basically the issue with what we've been doing with the leaf cutter update, and now with the movement code we updated as well, there's a long time between the releases, and I think when we actually come to release the full game, it'd be good if we could release the Fire Ant update, then have a short period of time whilst people are getting into the Fire Ant update and there's a bit of buzz about it, and then shortly afterwards, when the hype is at a peak from the Fire Ant update, release the final update. I think that'll work well for us in the final run up. So things might go a little bit quieter on kind of the content front. But that said, that's the point of release if working on these monthly levels as well. So to fill the gap in the meantime, we'll have the monthly levels coming out. Of course, we've got 3 of them lined up at the minute that have been fully tested. I've got another one nearly done. It's very close to being done. It's not quite there yet, but it's close. So those are designed to help fill the gap between now and the Fire Ant update, and then when the Fire Ant update hits, there shouldn't be too big a gap between then and the final update. So hopefully months, shouldn't be a year or anything. So that's the plan. Okay, so I need to force Ubers to spawn. This stream's only going to be really brief today because it's literally just me checking in. But hopefully next week, maybe over the weekend, I can find some time to stream. Maybe do some earlier in the day streams, because things are easier for me to stream earlier in the day. Particularly if I'm doing monthly levels, I think they're a really good thing to stream because they kind of pocket some information in themselves and they don't give away any story spoilers. I've got some cool ideas for monthly levels coming as well, so okay, so I'm going to create a bit of a... Okay, I'm going to hack this a bit to force the Ubers to spawn. I'm not going to save. Well, I'll save, but I won't push anything that I do here because it's going to be a bit hacked. Oh, I should probably have updated my stream info. It's not extra levels, it's Bug fixing. So yeah, we've been in lockdown in the UK now for a bit. We've been social distancing for a while, but going out to the supermarket's a bit weird now because you have to queue outside and they only let so many in, and you got to keep your distance with your trolley, and it's all very strange. Online school has been so boring. So are you watching live streams of school then? Is it like, or are the teachers streaming themselves, or are they right? So I'm basically going to make every spawn an Uber. There we go. I'm checking it out, but I'm not gonna check it back in. Now I need level methods. Oop. They're using Microsoft Teams. Oh, right here. Yeah, different schools have different solutions to the problem. Thankfully, there are solutions. We live in an age where it can be done. Yeah, my wife's having to set work. I think they at their school they're just kind of setting work in their educational environment, whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called. Can I not get the free play director from here? Let's do it in the level. It's fine. Like I say, anything I do, I'm just literally trying to diagnose the bug at the minute. Spawn test. You know what that is? Oh, I didn't mean level methods. Free play director. Right. Let's have a look, see what happens. So I don't really know what's causing this. But
The Queen has raised her first brood. These loyal subjects will lay the foundations of what could one day be a great subterranean empire.
okay, so everything should be Ubers on the surface at the minute. Okay, so that might be messing it up. I'm gonna delete all the Ubers. Apart from that, because that's clearly an infestation landmark. Okay, so I should be able to force the spawn now, just by pressing that. Uber creature has spawned. Okay, so that one's not really... Oh, another one. Just watching it to see if it actually does despawn. That one's still going. Let's have a look at them. Where's the swarm point? So it's got a never attack colony timer, which is the amount of time that it won't attack players for. Should have a despawn timer as well. Nope. I'm not seeing it. Let me have a quick look at the spawning code. What?
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay, so here's Nocturnal Diurnal. It's not really related to the Ubers, but so that's just checking whether we're on Nocturnal Diurnal. Okay, so these are for night creatures. Right, so this is just it adding the creatures to the pool. Then it selects a creature from the pool. Right, despawn timer. But this is the only thing I can think. There is something called despawn timer. What's it part of. Oh, drippy. Oh. Right, well, I think I probably should have seen... Right, this is a clue. So it is being set on the swarm.
Somewhere on the surface a strong creature stirs. It could be devastating to encounter unprepared, but with great risk comes great reward.
So I think it's probably happening now because I can't see any Ubers. Apart from a couple of the really early ones. I would have thought there'd be more than that. Okay, so what's this? This one's 37. Swarm BP 37. Despawn radius, despawn timer. Okay. Alright, you're here. Just gonna watch this Uber crab for a minute. See, I thought no despawn timer would lead to them never despawning.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Apparently that's not what's going on. Although, that is what I'm seeing. Okay, I might need to do more research into that. Okay, maybe it's only nocturnal creatures despawning during the day. Yeah, maybe. Potentially, but they are actually completely different creature classes, which is what's confusing me. I mean, it might be something like that though. It's definitely something I should consider as a possibility. It's possible as well that it's only the new Ubers that it's happening to. Yeah, that's definitely something I should consider. That might be it. Yeah, I think there's definitely something going wrong here. If you've noticed, all the Ubers we've seen are old ones. I haven't seen any. Right. Do we see any new ones? I reckon that's it, you know. I reckon when it's a new one, it announces an Uber, but it doesn't actually spawn. Okay, that gives me a starting point at least. Okay, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it there at the minute. I was just checking in to make sure everyone's all right and to show that we're still about. I'll be yeah, sorry the Carp King. I was only doing a really brief stream today, so it's been about half an hour. I'm gonna try and stream over the weekend, and it'll probably be earlier in the day. The issue with there's a few issues I've got, but I should be fine if I stream earlier in the day. So maybe around 11ish UK time tomorrow. But yeah, so thanks for joining me. I need to get going because I need to make I need to make dinner for the family. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all hopefully over the weekend. I'm going to try and do some more regular streams coming up, so we'll see if I can start to put into place a more regular pattern. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks, Project Zero. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Well, I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, it's only I was only streaming briefly today, so I don't think you've missed too much. I'm gonna try and be back tomorrow. I mean, we're all in lockdown, right? So I'll try and be back tomorrow morning for a longer stream. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ra.